Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to the extended. If you haven't seen this morning's reading, I would go and watch that one first because it's going to make a lot more sense now, because if you watch this one now, you're going to have missed all of this. Okay, so I asked you to pick one of three cards. Yeah, Saturdays I usually do like a little pick a card thing. You may have felt any one of these, and you may just really resonate with one of these more than the others. I'm going to do a short recap as we go, but like I said, it's much better. I post twice a day, Pisces, if you're new to the channel. For my long-time supporters, you know that I do this. So I post in the morning and an extended at night. And I do the same with the pick a cards. I start it off, and then I'm going to pick this deck because they asked me earlier this morning to pick this one, so I put it aside to really put their 2 cents in on the different stages, okay? The first one is Gateway. The first one was talking about a lot of blessings, harmony. You're at a part in your life where you've done a lot of work and left a lot of stability behind you. A lot of times when people run, and my mom's coming through a lot, she did a lot of burning bridges. She'd go into a new life and basically just destroy the one, or not destroy, but just really let it burn behind her, right? And sometimes that has consequences, but this is not about this. This is about breakthroughs. This is about synchronicity 369, going through a new gateway, but going through it strong. What you're leaving behind you, Pisces, is beauty, okay, and stability, right? So you have the Seven of Swords that came in. This is no longer feeling your, look at this, the Tower. Look at, this is what, yeah. This is everything you've dealt with. Oh, gorgeous. I love these. Okay, so they're not talking about your present. There's no way with the Ace of Swords. This is about what you have left, everything that you've mended, everything that you fixed. You're amazing. You're amazing. Look at everything that you have fixed here. Okay? The self-sabotage, the traps that you set for yourself before you've dealt with this, the negative energies, the undermining, whether it be for you or others, okay? You've done the mental test, you've dealt with opposition, you're no longer ducking the swords to stay safe, okay? This is fantastic, okay? You've stopped walking into crap anymore, you've dealt with this. And this tower, well, this tower just came, this tower came down a while back, okay? Yeah. You exploded that thing. Look at it. You demolished it. It's gone. It's finished. And I know the tower came back here, but this is a different row right here, okay? This is for people who have already done this work, this row. Absolutely brilliant. And like I said, I feel the inner strength, a lot of strength. Look at this strength coming in with this 9. You've slayed your dragons. Look at that. 9 of Swords. I love this deck because it's the after tarot. Okay, this is what comes after, let's say, the normal tarot cards. So, you demolished it completely. You destroyed it, okay? I think you even summoned the lightning at this point and you went, bring it, okay? I don't need this anymore. This needs to be fixed. You fixed this. You've gotten rid of that. You've stopped self-sabotaging, walked away from negative people, let them walk into their own traps, and you've slayed your dragons. This is all you, Pisces. Beautiful you. This is just Spirit saying, look at all you've done. Beautiful. This is gorgeous. Okay? They're terrible cards if you look at them. If I did this in a reading, I'd say, wow, but look at this, okay? You have the 7. This is you. You've done the assessment, okay? You are taking what you need and you're leaving the rest behind. That's exactly what this is right here, okay? But you're leaving great stuff behind you, okay? You're leaving lessons and strength and boundaries and stuff, you know, to protect yourself, to no longer have people stepping all over you, okay? You're leaving an abundant crop, okay? You may be walking away here, but what you're leaving behind you is abundance, and this is what it's saying. This is abundance. This isn't strife. This is experience and great learning experience. All the breakthroughs, the Ace of Swords, all the breakthroughs that you've had. You're leaving this behind you. Okay? So again, Pisces, I keep talking in perspective. Everybody, some things they say, oh, I failed. Is it a failure? Was it a great learning experience? Was it a great lesson to move forward? Was it something that you have now for the rest of your life, a lesson that's going to propel you further in the future? Okay? It's using what you've learned as the lessons to move into your current phase. You have that in your arsenal. You know what this feels like. You know what this feels like. You know what this feels like. You can pinpoint them and see them a mile ahead of you because you've done this work before. Okay? And you're not going to repeat it. You're going to utilize it because your sense of perspective is different. Okay? It's beautiful. Okay, I'm being told by Spirit, some will say that I'm oversimplifying it. If you're new here and you don't know about my story, I have suffered tremendous loss. I have been abused mentally, sexually. I have lost a child. I have been through so much. I'm not going to go through everything, but there's a lot more. I've been told I could write a book. Which I don't. I really don't. Because I don't want to write a book about surviving. I want to write a book about thriving. And this is what I'm doing here, Pisces, okay? So all of these things that have happened to me, I consider them a blessing. I know, it sounds weird. But every single experience has led me to something bigger and better, okay? And Spirit has given me that information. So if you don't agree, fight with them about it. Okay, so there you go. If you hear somebody coughing, that is my older son. He is now suffering of that same cold, so I do apologize, but, you know, he has to cough. All right, so line 2, going with the flow. So the first line, you've got it. You're doing great, okay? So if this is you, let me know. I want to know that you're succeeded. You're well on your way if you're already in this part. You're feeling good, okay? You're feeling powerful. You're feeling very much this unicorn. I'd love to hear from you. All right, so line 2, you have go with the flow. Go with the flow. This is also having patience. And this general rune that I picked from this was supposed to be for all 3, but it really felt more like for this one because it is the moon energy. Okay, it's coming in telling you that you're a warrior, okay, that you have a lot of courage, again with the strength card coming in. It does fit all 3 out. All of these things take courage, okay? To get through that gateway into a new place takes courage. To go with the flow when things are bumpy, that also takes courage. To forgive others and yourself also takes courage. So I find that this is really good. And I like the arrow pointing up. I'm really getting that Ace of Swords feeling, like clarity, breakthrough. So the second one was, I compared it to going down a bumpy road and hitting those really bad bumps with your car where you're going, I'm going too fast, and your car rattles and you think everything's going to rattle off on road construction. It's saying to slow down and to maybe plan ahead a little further, okay? To really take a look at the long-term plans, have a little more foresight, and not to worry about it, to keep moving forward regardless, and just to go with the flow and not question so much, why do I have to slow down here? Everything has a reason, Pisces. Okay, Queen of Wands, right. Take it, I don't know, take it with vibrancy, use it more like a way to inspire you, and the slowdowns can be a great boost to your creativity is what they're telling me, okay? It's to build up confidence, to avoid the pitfalls or to see them coming before, okay? It's to make you practice, to make you, I don't know, to inspire you to be more, I don't know, just less uptight is what I'm hearing, okay? This Queen of Wands, she's very fiery, she's very popular, she's very happy, she's very mellow in a lot of ways because she is very much like the social butterfly. Sometimes it's as simple as just making you take a few steps back to, I don't know, enjoy the process, okay? When we're speeding up full speed ahead, we're missing a lot of stuff, okay? They're showing me the La Grande Vitesse, the train La Grande Vitesse. Sometimes it's good to take that, yeah, that journey inside, okay? Yeah, and you have spirit help here. You have the snake and the wolf. The wolf for me is spiritual, the spiritual animal. He's very like the owl. I feel he's very much like the guardian and so wise. And the eyes, okay, very much connected to the moon energy, okay. The snake is about shedding skin, shedding the old ways, okay. So you're getting a lot. They're saying that they want you to slow down with this moon, okay, the flow, because they want you to trust into your intuition, okay. This wolf is telling me intuition, intuition. Go into your inner light. Take the time. Sometimes you have to shed things. Sometimes you have to socialize, okay? You have to take a moment, okay? You're doing all of these chores and suddenly somebody calls. They're showing me somebody's calling on the phone to have a conversation with you. Instead of like, you know, dismissing it on your phone, take the call. Take the half hour. And let them have a conversation with you, and then ponder the conversation, okay, even though it may seem like nothing and a distraction, and one of those, you know, those stops, the places where, whoa, I had to slow down. They're telling me that there's going to be something important, okay. For some of you, there's going to be this distraction, this stop. There's something important coming in, so it's important to go with the flow, even if the flow feels not flowing. I don't know. They're showing me a high-speed highway, and suddenly there's a bunch of ducks with her ducklings crossing the road, and you have to stop, and everybody stopped. And you were saying I was doing such good time. I was, you know, I was going to make it there. I hadn't had any other distractions. Everything was going well until I had to stop. And at first you feel annoyed, but then you start watching how they're toddling across the road, what the mother's doing, how the babies are acting. And you find love, compassion, happiness, a quiet, serene in the middle of chaos. And you're happy that they're going through safely. And by the time you start moving again, you thought, well, that was kind of cute. Okay, so it went from a distraction and an annoyance to something that was gratefully received. And this is what they're showing me here, okay? So they're saying if you're here, but you feel like there's distractions coming through, it's divinely brought to you, okay? With this Hermit card. It is brought to you for a reason. So embrace it and accept it, okay? They'll say don't get annoyed by it. Everything that you go through in life, it happens for a reason. Everything. Okay? You don't suddenly like, why is things... Yeah. It's a momentarily delay. Okay? What you need to do is meditate on these delays. Okay? Let it happen. Let them fight it out. And you just sit here quietly and look internally. Our eyes are blinded. Look internally. There is a deeper meaning. There's a deeper meaning to this interruption. Okay? So I hope that one helps. This is like the spirit message, because this one I feel. This one I feel within myself. I feel like I had a long time a recurring dream of I'm walking and then I trip. I don't know if you've ever had that as a dream. And you fall. You're going to fall, but you don't actually ever fall. It's the tripping, and it makes you jump in bed. I feel that this feels this way for you. While I'm reading this, my body is in pain because I feel like I was walking swiftly and I got interrupted in my walk. And I feel that this is how some of you perceive this row right here. You feel it as a great big interruption. And Spirit is saying it's for a reason. Take it. Go with the flow with it. Okay? Just go with the flow. Trust your intuition. Go inside. Enjoy it with the Queen of Wands. She's a very fun queen. Okay? She's creativity. They're telling you to take a moment and enjoy something. With the ducks, with the conversation with a friend, what I was talking about. they're saying just let it happen and observe it internally, okay? Let it hit you, and then really think of what was the value in the interruption. Very important, okay? So I'm going to let go of this row. I'm going to let go of that energy because, ooh, it's hurting my, it's hurting my sides, actually. Great big breath. Okay, so the last one, very powerful. The last one is about forgiveness. And this one I've dealt with, okay? I understand that some people have done stuff to you where, oh, it's, you know, you're thinking, I'm never going to forgive that a-hole for anything that they've done. But it's not forgiveness in the way of walking up to them and saying, I forgive you. It's forgiveness as in letting go of it from within yourself, not harboring this resentment, because some people, I will never forgive. You're harboring this poison. In other words, you're holding on to all this destruction, and it's going to hurt you, okay? You have to let go. You have to do the Six of Swords transitioning and do it properly, because you're still going to be riding a black cloud with an anchor on it. So you have to transition fully, okay? And that means letting go. Letting go. Trust your intuition to let go. So I'm going to take cards for this. All right. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. I would have never guessed a Wheel of Fortune, but you know what? They're saying it's important for you to have a movement and a change in the cycle, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is also about expansion, okay? When you let go of this, you release this stuff that you're holding on to, and in essence, you're creating an empty space for more prosperity to come in. You get more in balance with all your energies, and you're letting the Wheel of Fortune move more freely. Okay, it's not getting, what they're showing me is getting hung up, a wheel, a water wheel that's blocked. Okay, you have to clean the debris from underneath it so that it can start moving freely in the water. Water, we are water, right? So water's not enough here. We have to clean the debris, the stuff that's bogging us down, the mud and muck, okay? Very important here. All right, so what else? The Fool, right? Yeah, you have to trust, okay, and keep an open mind when it comes to this. It's going to take a lot of trusting that this is important for you to do. This is regaining your own power, okay? And they're telling you, leap into the unknown here, do this work, okay, and trust that the universe is going to keep you safe. It looks really bad here, okay? And forgiving somebody sometimes, this is how it feels. It's going, well, why would I throw myself off a bridge when this person has just done nothing good for me, you know? They don't have a safety net for me. They're not gonna break my fall. They're not gonna save me because they've just hindered me. And you're right. But you're not doing it for them to save you. You're doing it to save yourself, okay? What they're probably not showing you is there's probably just a ridge underneath there that you're not really in that much danger, that you know that by doing this you're going to free yourself, okay? I feel that this is very much more freeing than these two cards. These two cards feel very heavy to me. This one feels, even though he's swinging off one arm, he's liberated himself from all of this weight, okay? It's so important at this point to liberate yourself from this. They're saying dead weight, okay? Right. And on to victory. On to victory, okay? In this picture, there's somebody here, and he's putting against a wreath that he has on top of his head on top of somebody else, okay? I feel that it's a gesture of recognition. It's not just recognition for yourself, okay? But it's the fact that you're not conceited in your victory, going, I'm better than you because I've forgiven you. It's forgiving and letting go, okay? I like that. And this by no means is your final destination, but it's a very important stage, is what they're saying, okay? A very important stage. And you're going to realize that this is not going to be easy. Forgiving someone who has tremendously hurt you, which I have had in my life, is so hard to do. You can hold on to that shit for years, okay? Years. Some people never let it go. And I find that it's very sad now, knowing what I know, because it's really stopping you from growing into your full potential. You have so much you have such capabilities of growing so far out, so much more than what you initially thought, okay? If we all look back 5 years ago where we were to what we are now, if we've done any amount of growing, we're completely blown away by everything that we've done. And what may seem impossible to you now, like forgiveness of someone else who has hurt you, to help yourself grow further, it may seem like an impossibility. But if you look at it and you've done it, and you're like a couple years down the road, you're going to think, oh my God, how have I grown? I have become this super zen, awesome person. And you are, Pisces. You have that ability. Okay? Don't say you don't. You do. You absolutely do. So, this has been your 3 rows. All equally important. One, feel the first one is like you've done such good work. It's like not a passing grade, but a really good step into a new challenge. Okay, beyond this, there's something else coming. You're never finished. Okay, you have the Ace of Cups here. All of these represents opportunity of intense growth. Okay, we'll leave that here, but this is intense growth. All of these. Okay. I love the fact that they've put the heart here, okay, in this one for the after tarot, because tomorrow we're going to start talking all about the heart. It's really going to be about the 4th chakra, the heart chakra. We're really going to be focusing on that. And I feel that all of last week was working up to this, working up to your heart. Okay, Pisces? I hope you've enjoyed these. I did. They're a little bit in your face, but it happens. And I hope that you can get something good out of it. We're all working towards here, okay? But sometimes we have to deal with here, and sometimes we have to deal with here. And this one's a hard one. But if you're capable of doing just a little bit of this one, you're going to get so far. You're going to be doing so well, Pisces. I absolutely promise you. Take care, Pisces. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope you can come back tomorrow. Take care.